That's his gut feeling. Embiid cranks it down. Joel Embiid has got a 50-burger. Another with Smart to drive and kick. The three ball. Celtics aren't going away. Williams. The back end. Embiid swing. Tucker pump. Another.
Looks like Joel Embiid may have won himself the most valuable player of the year award against the Celtics last night. This is interesting to see. Daily Sports Podcast, news, narratives, takes, gambling. Jaylen Brown did not play. Joel Embiid did. He had 50 points and like 12 or 13 rebounds. Huge game from him and the Philadelphia 76ers. They cannot get the number one seed, it appears. The Milwaukee Bucks have probably sewn that up. This is Controversial Wednesday. But before we get to Controversial Wednesday, we're just going over some stuff. 76ers 2 games back of the Celtics for the 2 seed. And 5 games back for the Bucks for the 1 seed. That means the Celtics are 3 games back of the Bucks. Oh, why are you so off center? I don't know why. That's okay. In the Western Conference, the Grizzlies are making up ground on the Nuggets. There are rumors that the Mavs are going to shut down Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic because they're not going to make the playoffs. They are 2.5 games back, and I'm trying to do math right now. The Mavericks are 5 games below 500. They played 79 games. There are 3 left, so they'd have to win out, and they need some teams to lose out. What a joke that has become. Say, who wants to watch a home run? Let's do it. How about the Phillies and the Yankees?
Moving forward the rest of the season.
Oh.
That one's driven deep to right field. Stanton back, turning, looking, see ya. A home run for Schwarber.
Kyle Schwarber hits home runs that are just preposterous. They're like the home runs that you used to dream about as a kid. They're just annihilated. He destroys baseballs. Just destroys them. Did the Phillies win? They were the last team in the MLB to not get a win. They win last night. Philadelphia Phillies, MLB baseball team. I don't know why the internet would give me the score. They did. They beat the Yankees. Yay. 1-4. Right? Or is it worse than that? 1 loss, 2 loss, 3 losses, 4 losses, and 1 win. 1 win, 4 losses for the Philadelphia Phillies. They're the last team to get a win. The Tigers and the Phillies took forever to get a win, but they made it happen. Okay, is there any other highlights you want to get to? More people watched Florida Atlantic and San Diego State in a Final Four than Villanova and Kansas. So there's a weird narrative going around the internet that this tournament sucked. That's objectively not true. Everybody liked it. Also, Leo Messi has been offered $500 million a year per year by a Saudi Arabian soccer club to play soccer for them as an old man. And there are reports out of New Englandville that the New England Patriots have been shopping Mac Jones for whatever reason. Maybe they're interested in Lamar Jackson. There have been weird rumors about that as well. Remember, a rapper was getting in touch with the Patriots owner, Robert Kraft, about Lamar Jackson coming there. Front Office Sports is reporting that the women's national championship had more viewers than any women's college basketball game ever, any MLS game ever, any Stanley Cup game since 1973, the 2023 Orange Bowl, the 2023 Sugar Bowl, the 2023 Thursday Night Football, the 2021 NBA Finals, the 2020 World Series, the finale of The Last of Us, the most recent MLB, NBA, NFL All-Star games. I don't believe any of that. I don't know why. I believe that, okay, any women's college basketball game ever, believe. MLS game, believe. Stanley Cup, believe. Orange Bowl, Sugar Bowl, believe. Thursday Night Football, do not believe. That seems to be an Amazon Prime thing. And even so, it wasn't 2022 with Thursday Night Football. So, careful talking shit on the NFL. The 2021 NBA Finals, don't believe. The 2020 World Series, believe. Finale of Last of Us, definitely believe. But that also doesn't count. It's cable television. Maybe, though, again, the streaming numbers make this weird. Most recent MLB, NBA, NFL All-Star games. Believe those. I do believe those. No question. But college basketball for women, no doubt on the rise. We'll see if it was just Caitlin Clark or if it was an actual changing of the guard and that the women's championship is going to be a thing now. Okay, controversial Wednesday. We're going to start with Jill Biden, the first lady. She's the first lady now of the United States. The PhD in education, Dr. Jill Biden, invited both Iowa and LSU women's college basketball teams to the White House after the victory, which the LSU players who had all black starters kind of hinted at this is like a little racism-y from Dr. Jill Biden. It is weak. It means like what you got to win the championship to get to go to the White House, you would think. Most pro sports teams turned it down. Many pro sports teams and players turned it down when Donald Trump was the president. But it was weak from Dr. Jill to do that, in my opinion. But I think that players like Angel Reese and others who are going around and kind of hinting that there's a little racism here are not seeing the strategy. This has nothing to do with race. It has everything to do with that Iowa voters matter more to everyone running for president than Louisiana voters, and that those Iowa kids, those women, maybe have connections in Iowa, and Iowa is important, and Louisiana is not. That's how elections work. Okay, more controversy. A pretty scathing, I'm going to say, expose report, if you will, I haven't watched all of it, has broken from Australia about the depth and long-standing bullshit of the Special and Paralympic Games, the Paralympics. ABC News, Four Corners, is an Australian public broadcast service. They did a special report on just how much of the Paralympics is bullshit. And essentially, I would say dozens of athletes every year have no medical disability of any kind, cognitive or physical. None. They're faking it. The Daily Mail UK kind of hopped on the back of this report. And it's a serious report. It's not like a 10-minute segment of a news. It's like a documentary. It's like 45 minutes with commercials, probably about an hour. They call it mind-blowing numbers. Paralympians are faking the severity of their disabilities to make them look worse than they really are so they can win medals. There seems to be some concrete evidence in the report. Again, I haven't watched it, but it does appear that this is happening. The level of misrepresentation that started to take place after 2009 was quite mind-blowing in some sports, particularly swimming. I was told to turn a blind eye and let it go. This is the Australian Paralympic team director, the medal director with the IPC, Jane Buckley, saying that on camera with her name on it. So people are blowing the lid off this. I don't know. The Olympics international sports are so dirty. It's crazy. Every single one of them, always, no matter what, they're so dirty. It really is wild. Have another controversy that I'm keeping an eye on. This was also, I believe, out of Australia. Sportsbet, one of the largest sports books in the world, I don't know, top 10 maybe online gambling, being grilled by some sort of lawmaker in Australia about what happens if gamblers simply beat the system, which appears to be, and this happens in America too with the DraftKings and FanDuel. It appears like if you win too much money, they just like ban you. They're just like, oh, goodbye. So here's parts of this conversation.
But that is not what I'm asking you about, clearly, right? I'm not asking you about a version of insider trading. I'm asking whether Sportsbet stops people from betting if they're winning and you have no evidence that they're a trainer in a horse in a stable, but because they're able to use the promotions and inducements in a way which means that they can't lose.
I'd maintain the answer that I gave previously, that if behaviour is distorting a market and hindering the ability of any one of our 2.2 million other customers from getting a bet on at the price that would have occurred, then we will intervene. So
is that a yes then? If you've got somebody who is using what is publicly available and is winning too much, that you're going to stop them from betting.
If we believe that they're acting on information that's not available to the rest of the market, then yes.
And what if they're not acting on information that's not available to the rest of the market, but they are consistently winning?
We'd strive to offer them a fair bet.
But are you stopping them from betting? I don't understand why it's difficult to say yes or no to this question. We've had evidence from people that suggests.
So what's happening here is this woman's like, if they're betting fairly and they're winning too much with the promotional material, because these things will give you like $500 to bet for free, or they're trying to get you addicted. Sportsbet seems to be the dirtiest sports book out there in terms of bullshitting their customers on this. If you win too much money on these things, they'll take you down. And I believe that Congress in the United States and governing legislative bodies elsewhere should make it like you can't, if you offer a bet to people who are over 18, you offer it to all of them no matter what, unless they break laws, and those laws should be set forth by governments, in my opinion. But Sportsbet is the dirtiest one at just being, okay, you're winning too much, goodbye. His response is so crass and infuriating. He's saying, well, yeah, we intervene if we believe that they're trading on insider information, which is accusatory to the bettors that if they're winning that much and taking advantage of the promotions that are meant to get people addicted, it's in a drug analogy, be like, well, give them the good shit first so that they get addicted to the heroin or the coke, and then give them the shitty shit. They want to give you the good shit, free money, and then you'll spend your money. So they have all of this on a spreadsheet, and they're like, yeah, that guy's in the black, that guy's in the black, that guy's in the black, cut them, done, forever, block them. Block their device, block their social security number, block whatever other identification number, their everything, block them. And then they're alleging that these people could not have possibly been this good at sports betting and must have had insider information. He's testifying in front of, I don't know this governing body in Australia, but he's testifying and saying, well, yeah, if we have reason to believe that they are using insider information, we're going to block them. And she's like, well, what if they don't have insider information? And he's like, well, if they have insider information, we're going to block them. They're fucking crooks, man. We got to regulate these people. We have to regulate these people globally. And there needs to be prison time for this kind of shit. Otherwise, like, this sports betting thing is going to get out of hand. I'm telling you right now. If state governments and federal governments don't get a rap on this, these people are going to ruin the lives of people and people that want to participate. Like, if you beat the book, if you beat Vegas, you should be able to rub it in their face. They shouldn't be able to turn you down just because you're better than them. Some people that are betting on sports know how to make odds better than the people that these sports books employ. It's just that simple. And that would infuriate me at a different level. Yeah, I would lose my shit. And it's bullshit. No question about it. No question. And I can't even imagine what it'd be like to get that message. Like, you're blocked from betting on cricket, or you're just blocked from having a sports bet account in Australia because you made money off this too much. Goodbye. Motherfuckers. All right, with that, I'll be back in Better Than Ever tomorrow. Goodbye.